Well, good afternoon, everybody. Bob Spitz here with Drive Facebook Live, along with my partner, Tony Whistler. And we've got a special edition. This is our pre-Expo show. And joining us is our premier Expo MC, Jim Saeli. Jim, how are you, man?
I'm good, Bob and Tony. Thank you very much.
Good
And
to
glad
see
to
you,
be
buddy.
here. Yes, good to see you in this
So,
virtual world that we're all a part of these days, huh?
yeah, so you all are leaving for Dallas real soon, aren't you?
Oh, yes, leaving for Dallas on Tuesday. At least Dallas is closer for me, but yes, leaving for Dallas, going to have some fun as we always do at the expos. They are, man, oh man, all the from the way back times, Bob, when the expo was a convention to a
Well, a
meeting.
meeting, a meeting to a convention to the expo.
Yep.
1999, I think that was. So yes, I've been
Yeah,
around
yeah,
a little
yeah,
bit.
yeah. We had you're talking about the one in Hawaii in Maui.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
hmm
I think there were
There were 30.
19 shops showed
Yeah,
up.
there were 30 of us there.
There
Yep,
was
I
30 of
remember.
us there.
Yep, I remember the number. 30 of
Yeah,
us.
and we
We,
rented a bunch of Harley Davidsons and rode up to Hana.
yeah, the
Took
road to Hana with what 619 turns on Harleys, big old Harleys. That's work.
Beautiful.
Yes, you should have
I
heard
would
Bob
love that.
driving, and you heard the scraping of the
floorboards,
floorboards because he wasn't used to that with his BMWs and Moto Guzzi that he had.
leading that Harley.
Absolutely, absolutely
So
beautiful
we should do that this time.
times. There you go.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this one's going to be a little bit bigger than that one, I hear.
Oh yes. Yeah, a lot bigger actually, because as things progress and times progress and we reach out to more people, there are more there's we need more room, right? And more opportunities. So we are in Dallas, Texas with American Toman, and it's a combined show. So we have a lot going on. And it's actually very exciting. A lot more opportunity for folks this year for sure. So,
Now, where's it actually going to be?
so that's
Oh, the Sheridan.
yes. There's a Sheridan. There's a Sheridan across from the Fort Worth Convention Center.
And then the show's actually in the Fort Worth Convention
Yeah.
Center.
So we start our expo on Wednesday at the Sheridan, and we're going to be there Wednesday and Thursday doing our routine that we've done for many years, and it's expanded a bit because of the way this is done. So Wednesday and Thursday is in the Sheridan, and we'll be doing. I have keynote speeches and speaking and doing a lot of talk about technology and the changes that's happening for your business and just what we deal with, and then a whole bunch of other topics related to the different stages of your shop to help them out, and more of the technology side of things is how you can improve your shop utilizing technology. More specialty talks. Tony's doing one as well, and so is Aircon, I believe it is right. No, it's
Yeah, Aircon
Larry.
and
Larry
Aircon,
as well.
oh,
Larry,
Larry
Larry.
will be at the show. Yes, and
that would be great.
because these are getting more your shop streamlined better, utilizing technology so that you can stay with the times instead of all of a sudden the times pass you by way too fast. So
And let's not
Uh,
forget you, Jim. You're
yeah,
going to be instructing as well.
I'm going to be instructing as well, and working with the top 20 guys in stage 4 and beyond, as far as the other talks and also the keynote talk about technology and some of the challenges you have with that too, because I do know for anybody when you're technology, I go with my phone, right? I had Google phones or Android phones forever until the quality of the phones weren't as good. And when I'm in the airport and trying to refresh my screen and the screen dies and the phone's just a year old, I'm like, I can't do this. My wife didn't have a problem with an Apple phone. Wasn't an Apple person, but I had to adapt to it because it's more reliable.
hmm
but it's
Like,
learning a new OS.
oh my goodness, learning a new operating system, and as you get older, your tolerance for change is not great. And my goodness, my father, who's 92, God bless him, he will call me up and say, Microsoft messed up the program. There's something wrong with it. It doesn't work anymore, because he likes Excel and so on. And they changed where a button was, so he couldn't find it because he wasn't, he's not used to change. So we all
Yeah,
have that. And how do you get over that? That's actually something I'm going to be talking about in the morning.
absolutely, because that's a big part of it. As you and I were talking about, Jim, is
Yep.
is confronting change,
Yes.
and you just have to, because the efficiency factor with the technology in a shop is it's lights out.
Yeah.
It's just, my gosh, I think about the way we used to operate BC before computers.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Bob, I still remember working my dealership days. Um, they were handwritten repair orders for a very short time. Then they went to computer. So we were on computer, but it was the old green screen
Oh yeah.
mainframe computer that they had. Like,
DOS.
yeah, it was. And it's Reynolds and Reynolds system, and you had to know codes,
Oh yeah, Reynolds and Reynolds.
anything on the screen, and that's how the dealer got paid with by warranty. But we kept files for all of those repair orders. They didn't have a place to store the repair orders. All that system did was print them and write them up. It didn't actually do anything with them. Like, you couldn't go back and look at history. We'd have to go into the big file cabinets. We'd pull out, and
Absolutely.
they didn't even file them by customer name. They filed them by the VIN number of the car.
Oh boy.
VIN number of the car changed. It changed. Yeah, it was just the way they did it with Mercedes. Well, of course,
Well, those computers didn't have hard drives back then.
way back in the 1980s, man. Different times.
Yeah.
There's
Oh, by the
nowhere to
way, the
save.
schedule for the expo is in the chat, I believe, on Facebook Live.
There
Okay,
you go.
cool.
So
Excellent.
if
So, yes,
you
the
need to
schedule.
see what's going on, please go to Drive Facebook Live and see it.
Well, yeah, and then there's so much, it's funny because there's so much that goes on in an expo as far as learning more, networking with other shop owners, getting great ideas, meeting new people. Heck, you go back and we're talking about Hawaii. We were joking about Hawaii. I still have friends that I talk to this day, and that was 99, I think that was. We went there.
Yeah, it was 99.
That
It was
was
the
19.
second year. The first year we didn't go anywhere. It
Yeah,
was all in Glendale.
yeah, it was like, yes, but so I got on the beginning of that, and then everybody was like, "How do I get to go to Hawaii?" But for those of us on the East Coast, Texas is great because it's in the middle of the country, so it's easy
Right.
for
And it's one
right?
flight.
Yeah, exactly. But for us going to Hawaii, that was oh my goodness, it was a
That was
10,
a challenge.
half 11 hour. Oh, and my wife had come with me too, Bob. So
Oh
we
yeah.
11-hour flight to Honolulu, and then we took another flight to Maui. When we got to Maui and waited for the shuttle to get to the the hotel, there
Uh-huh.
was an accident on the road, so it took us 4.5 hours to get to the hotel.
Oh yeah, there's only one way to get there.
That's
It's
right.
just that one road.
We won't have
It's
that
like
problem
planes, trains, and automobiles, my
Oh
friend.
yeah, my goodness, it was crazy.
Yeah, but we had a great time.
Yeah,
That just set the whole culture up and flow of the expo. It's all about getting together, having a great time. And there's nothing like being thousands of miles away from your shop to get a new perspective.
well, yeah,
Oh, yes. Then you can actually be with people and do and learn and not have to be putting out fires all the time.
yep,
Yep.
and that's the advantage of going to these things because you learn more, so you get your shop through the stages and not only make more money but have a better quality of life because that's what it's really all about.
Yeah. And then the
Right.
masters panel,
Yep,
it's always so well attended. And, we just know shop owners love to hear from other shop owners. How did you overcome this? How did you do that?
and there's some very cool stories this year, so you don't want to miss it for sure. Because I have the privilege of getting to see those beforehand. And yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that and keep the suspense there.
Keep it a
Yeah, that's
mystery.
right. And then there's awards dinner. Talk about
Yeah,
inspirational.
that's right. Yes. Oh, the Masters panels. Yes. And the awards with the awards dinners and where they came from and where they are now. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
very,
hearing those stories was amazing.
yeah. The other really neat thing too is well, the schedule is a little bit different this year because hey, we got to mix things up, change, right?
Change, right?
That's that
Change.
change. You got to make that change. So we're making, mixing things up a little bit. The awards dinner is on Thursday night instead of the first night. So we have our theme dinner Wednesday night instead, right?
Mm.
And Tony, you should know what that one is, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's
Yeah,
classic rock versus Texas cowboy.
I,
we just need
I
to
just,
have.
I can't
It's gonna
wait to see that room.
it's gonna be amazing. And everyone, of course, our clients love to dress up, so it is
Yep,
definitely costume. It's a costume party.
yep.
But the thing I love is that when living in Texas myself, I lived there for many years, and I can tell you when you put classic rockers in a room with a bunch of Texas cowboys, it could like literally be, like the Jets and the Sharks. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Or someone might come as ZZ Top.
That's
That's
right.
right. There
Be
you go. You
both.
mixed right in the middle of it. There
Just
you
mix it
go.
right in.
Good.
Yes, and of course you bring up ZZ Top. I love ZZ Top, and I saw them in Texas, and they were fabulous. So all I can do back in the '80s, they were just so good. So
Oh,
if
man.
they show up, I'll be excited.
Yes. Well, anyway, the other thing too about the expo and tied in with the Toman show and Rec Week is so then that's Wednesday and Thursday is our thing, and then you move over to the convention hall, and that is where we're going to have a large booth on the show floor where folks can speak to us and get more information about all the different things that we're doing these days and marketing and our software and all of our services that we have available. And we're going to be mixed in with the Toman show. And there's going to be an announcement made on Wednesday about some of the ways that you folks can help other shops that know nothing about us. And
Right.
we have a special way for everybody to know who we are as well, and you'll find out all about that on Thursday.
Yeah.
But
It's actually going to be a pavilion, a drive pavilion
yep,
at the Toman.
That's going to be
And
great.
there's going to be a lot of great vendors at this show, I hear.
yes, and just going to these Toman shows because I'll usually do it. I do a talk for them, a good half a day talk for tow companies and such. And it's very interesting because I don't know, being a general repair shop, sometimes your feeling about tow people have are mixed feelings. Some guys are really good, and others are not. But let's take a look at something here. You have folks that start a business that work 24/7, 365 days a year, and they're on call. And the
Right.
care factor that they have is no different than what we have. You have a few little nuts and flakes like you have everywhere, but because I know sometimes tow drivers are like, oh, the driver told you what, but that's few and far between. They're a good bunch of people, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And the what Toman does and the show that they put on and the vendors that they have and the size of the hall, they take up the whole convention center. So that gives you an idea of what you'll be able to see and experience and look at and get to see opportunity for yourself as to your future, what's important to you in your shop and what you want to do. So I think
I
it's
bet you there's going to be some great looking state-of-the-art tow trucks at that
oh
show.
yeah, they're all over the place, and those, oh my goodness, yes, they're
You
huge.
go, ooh boy, I'd love to have one of those. Ooh boy, ooh
Oh,
boy.
well, if you need a
Fortunately, Sandera will be there.
Santander, yes,
Yeah,
right, yes,
Santandera. Yeah.
that's right, yep. And if you need a lockout kit, you can get one because you see them walking around. We always joke when we go to that show, what do they give these things away because everybody locks their keys in their car?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's in the little bag. It comes in the little bag.
it's not the days of having a coat hanger in the car.
No, no, no,
No.
not at all. But
So Hey Jim, we're going to be delivering some workshops during those 2 days as
Well,
well,
and that
right?
was the other point that I was going to make is we have, oh my goodness, and I have the sheets in front of me. If you just give me a second, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Oh yeah, there's going to be a lot of
six,
delivery at
I know
Toma.
I'm delivering a
eight,
couple.
9, 10. We got a dozen classes that different classes from our staff delivering
Yep.
for our guys and for the Toman folks as well. So it's going to be very exciting. It's going to be very exciting, and there's a big collision um, contingency here as well, as far as, and that's where the rec week comes in as well, because collision shops
Yeah,
and
Cassie's going to be doing a couple of nice collision workshops.
yep, yep, and so that's a neat thing as well. So that's why I said this is different than what we normally do. It's a little sooner than we do, but we put this thing together because we want to give everyone more opportunity and to expand, and because as times change, we got to change with them. That's for sure. So I'm looking forward to it, and like I said before, the networking and everything else. I can't
Well,
say.
to me, the other exciting thing, Jim,
Yeah.
is since we are a remote company now, this is the opportunity to get face to face with your coach, with the drive team,
Yep.
with our clients, because it's not the old days of, coming out to California and sitting in a workshop room and seeing us there. This
Yeah.
is this is our opportunity.
And it's interesting that you say that, Bob, because everybody, you get these things that, oh, it'd be great to meet and great to do this and so on and so forth. And then when you try to get everybody together, it's like, well, no, I got this going on or that going on. Life has changed for people in what they do. And traveling, going to places anymore is not like it used to be, especially in the business world, and so this is a very
Zoom changed everything.
yeah, Zoom did change it. Well, it's part of technology and change, right? But
Mhm.
it is interesting how getting these connections live is actually a very cool thing to do. So we want to see anybody who can make it, come on down. We're going to have a good time. Of course, it's
Yeah, and I'm
Texas.
sure Serge will be there and Jeff with.
Yep, with the software team, they're going to be there. The marketing team is going to be there as well, to help you and assist you. And of course, your account reps will be there too to assist you in helping you with whatever you need, so that we can help forward your progress. That's the key.
And the
Well,
thing I
the whole
go
game
on, I'm sorry.
is Road to Masters Stage 4.
Yep,
Mhm. The thing I
So,
absolutely.
always liked about the expo was how clients would meet other clients that they had maybe seen or heard about, or they finally get to have dinner with them or really see them face to face, and they make friends for life. Like I know clients we've had that met through drive that are just friends for life. I keep hearing about, oh, you're going out to so and so's shop. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get on a plane and go see my buddy, and they become lifelong friends. And it that usually really happens at the expo, and I've seen it happen with probably at more than 10 or 15 clients that have made lifelong friends with each other because of being together at the expo.
Yep, yeah, it certainly does. The other thing too, when I look at it, there's a lot of, when you have the interaction with everybody as well. And the other cool thing is the ideas, and you make lifelong friends, but the ideas, you just talking to somebody about whatever, and then all of a sudden this idea pops up, or you start talking, even in the rooms and the classes and whatever, and you get great ideas on, man, I never thought of how to do that, or how can I get my guys to use the DVI? We got DVI in our shop and we're trying to use it, but nobody wants to make a change, and nobody can get it in place, and this guy doesn't want to do it. And how did you get past that? And it's like, oh, this is what I did, you know.
you never say this was easy
No,
because they
no,
won't believe you
no. Oh yeah, that was easy. Of course, it's always easy when you look back,
when you're on
right?
the other end of it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that was easy. Yeah, I don't know why I was being such a pain in the butt about it. It really wasn't bad at all.
Oh, and Kevin Reichert is listening in. Hey, Kevin.
Oh, and Kevin will be there, right?
Good to see
Yeah,
you, Kevin.
you don't want to miss
Yeah,
Kevin
that's right.
because I think he's getting an award this year, and it's always funny when you talk to clients who've been to many expos and they've developed all these friendships. Like Kevin's got a ton of friends. They can visit him up in Connecticut. They're very excited about the expo, and it's not until you actually go and experience it and get the reality of what that's like. It's like, well, maybe I can come. Well, maybe I'll go. No, 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 no. You need to go.
That's right.
The other thing that I found interesting, and well, Kevin, for one thing is I got to go back up to Kevin's just to get some pizza, man, because he's got like best pizza. And
Really?
yes,
Connecticut
oh yeah,
pizza better than New York?
Bob,
I'm trying to get a
I'm not
I'm
gonna
trying to get a
even.
rise out of Kevin now.
Yeah, no.
Absolutely.
Pizza party is a pizza pie. That's
Well, I heard that Kevin had done like a pizza
school. Yeah,
class.
that's right.
He
Yeah,
That's
took, he
right.
learned from
yeah,
the he's like, now he's a professional pizza guy.
yeah.
What is the word for that? I'm sure it was a word that was coined in New York. A,
Yeah.
a person that creates pizzas. There must be some word for that.
If there is, I don't know it. Giuseppe.
Giuseppe.
Exactly.
Let's
Um,
see. Did I get a
Well,
rise out of Kevin? No, not yet.
well, I was going to say something else as well. You talk about the relationships and such, and I've done stuff back at home with other shop owners, and you go to maybe trade association meetings or trainings, and you meet other guys, and everybody's like, they're, I don't want to say they're not like-minded, but they think differently than the folks that you're with in Drive because we're all trying to improve, get better at what we're doing, and they're also willing to help others. So there's a camaraderie that we have within our group, which you don't see everywhere.
Oh,
And
it's absolutely. It's a different culture.
yeah, and that's why coming to an event like this is just so important. You can do
Yeah.
other things, but it's not the same. It's very interesting how I found that the group of people that you are with are just really trying to do better and share ideas, and they're like-minded. Where there's a common purpose within the group, and it's really cool to
that's
see.
awesome.
Really
John
fun to be
Starkey
a
is
part of
on
it.
right now.
Yeah,
Another example of what you're talking about is
yeah.
someone who's deep into the group. He's watching, I think, right now.
Yes, he is. Hey, John,
He's watching, and
another good buddy of Kevin's.
I was gonna say he's 6 hours away from me and Kevin because I'm back on the East Coast right now. So,
Yeah.
or is it 5 hours now? And it's only 5 hours now because
Oh, and Ron Parrish is watching. Hello,
Yep,
Ron from Tow
from
Force.
Toe Force.
cool.
Good to
Yeah.
see you.
So, but it's oh, there is another thing too at the Tillman show. You want to be sure that you're in the if you like pie, they do this pie thing where they bring out pie onto the show floor for the last hour of the day on Saturday, and the pies are very good. So
Nice.
I can speak from experience on that. But there's a
I
lot,
love
But
lot
pie.
no pie eating contest, huh?
no pie eating contest. No, they roll now because you know what happens, Bob, is they roll the pie out and it goes, and people just go up, they're grabbing pie.
There's no time for judging.
No time for judging or trying to eat the pie. Pie eating contests, we're just everybody's
Yeah,
getting a piece
yeah.
and
Texas definitely
enjoying it.
has some different cultures and things that they do. I was staying at a hotel one time years ago during the seminar in Austin, and they would lay out peanut butter and jelly and milk at midnight.
Just get an energy boost. Look, some calories.
That's right. That's
Absolutely.
right. The Driscoll Hotel, Austin.
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
the Sheridan's where we're putting our thing on, but there's multiple hotels around the area that people are going to be staying in for the show. So you get the size and scope of it. It's really very, very cool.
I've heard there's a
Oh
lot
yeah.
of great like local like businesses around there too, like restaurants and nightclubs and stuff that
Mhm.
I'm looking forward to. I mean, I've always been a big fan of Dallas. I love Dallas. It's a great town.
Yep. So we're gonna have a lot of fun, and get folks motivated and moving and thinking and changing so that they can improve and then be able to do more things that they really want to do.
Oh, absolutely. And it's that chance. If you don't, if you get locked into your shop and you don't get out much, you can get the idea that only I've got these problems.
You don't
And
understand, right,
you
Bob?
just don't understand.
It's different for me.
That's right. And to get out among other shop owners and to discuss and go, oh yeah, I had that problem. Let me tell you what I did.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Or I can't find good help. There's no good help out there.
Oh yeah,
It works. Well, there are things that work, and we're going to be going over that as well
Yep.
that's right.
to help you move forward with that for sure, for your recruiting and team building for sure. So
Yeah,
nothing to be aware of. And for those of you that are for the clients, we definitely have solutions for that you may not even be aware that you have access to. So that's the
right,
idea here, is to become more aware of what you can actually do and the tools that you have so that you can manage and handle your business better. So
Very cool.
and have fun at the same time. So
Hmm.
what better combination than that?
yeah.
Well, this is where our commercial break is usually, right?
Yeah, it's time for a commercial break, Tony.
So
What's going on?
I want to make one final pitch for this amazing expo that we've been talking about for the last 25 minutes. If you haven't gotten signed up for it yet, there's still time. So please come to the expo if you're not already coming, because it starts on Wednesday. So you've got some time. It's going to be in Dallas. You can see it behind Bob there. And we'd
That's
love
right.
to have you there. That's the first pitch. I also want to let everybody know that on June 28th, which is not next Friday, because next Friday we're not going to have a show because we will be too busy doing stuff in
In
the expo.
Dallas.
That's
That's
right.
right.
So no show next Friday. But the Friday after, June 28th, we will have Michelle from Acclaim Auto and Truck Repair.
Oh,
So
great.
she'll be our guest. And back to you, Bob.
All right. Well, Jim, it's, I don't think you need to pack your bags. Your bags are permanently packed, right?
So yeah, so it's funny that you say that, Bob, because my wife joked recently, and she goes, "You have a go bag, don't you?"
Like you're in the mob.
Yeah, just we in the mob or whatever, right? It's like, yeah, okay, because I have a last name, it's Italian, so that's where Tony associates me with.
Yeah.
Things go
Thanks, Tony.
sideways.
Well, I was talking about pizza too, so although if I was Italian and I was talking about
Wiener
Connecticut
Schnitzel.
pizza, well, Connecticut and pizza,
Connecticut pizza.
trouble. I'm in trouble for sure.
Yeah, you'd
I,
be
You better have a
definitely.
go
won't
bag.
make the expo.
That's right. You wouldn't get
No,
there.
but the point being is, yeah, I do have my go bag, as she calls it, but you just get used to it like anything else. You put in a routine, and it makes it very easy. So, you know,
Yeah.
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 I just read a
Well,
quote. I just read a quote from it was Denzel Washington. He goes, "The time to be afraid to get of getting on a plane is before you get on the plane. After you're on the plane, it's too late."
that's right.
Totally agree.
That's right.
Once
No,
I'm on
no,
and the plane's in
no
the air,
worries now.
can't worry now. What's the
Stop
point?
worrying.
No point.
Well, any last words, Tony?
I think I'm good. Other than we should put a poll together to see which of our clients will show up as a Texas cowboy or a classic rocker. I'd like to. We should have a contest to see which ones are going to be which.
It's kind of hard for me to become the classic rocker anymore because
Well, is Kareem
age.
coming? I count on Kareem.
I don't
I,
believe so, but yeah.
oh, too bad.
It'd be great to see
Oh
him.
I'm
yeah.
sure he would come as ACDC.
That's right.
Hey, we have some people that would put him to shame, Bob, actually. So
Probably.
as when we've had the 80s rock theme before. We've done that before, but
Oh boy.
yeah, oh man, where people went all out with. So it's very cool and looking forward to a lot of fun. So
Yeah.
All right.
All
okay.
Well,
righty.
from all of us here at Drive Facebook Live, I want to wish you all a very good weekend. And once again, we're on hiatus next week as a show because, hey, Dallas, here we come. And hope to see you all in Dallas. Jim, thanks for joining us. Tony, I'll talk to you later. And
Not a problem.
signing off.
All
See you
right.
guys.
Thank you.